Anyway, let me move on to the next slide, though. First thing is that for small businesses, any of the insurance policies that you purchase, in order for them to be considered qualifying, they're going to have to provide what are called essential health benefits. Now, this is sort of the minimum package of what's required in a particular policy. Now, there's still confusion, and Kevin, please feel free to weigh in on the latest in the regulations. Originally, the law said the Secretary of Health and Human Services would compile a list of essentially services that had to be included in every policy. When I say every policy, it's small business or individual. Large businesses, labor unions, governments, they're exempt from this requirement. If the Secretary decides that every policy has to cover some type of practitioner, some type of medical service, that's only going to apply to your policies, not to the bigger guys. However, I think it's safe to say that defining this package became somewhat awkward, and the Secretary essentially kicked it to the states, at least on a temporary basis, to determine how the essential health benefits package would be assembled, that it could differ from state to state. And there are fairly complex processes in place at this point to define that. We still really don't know what's going to be in these. Do you want to add anything at this point?
Sure. The latest, just earlier this month, the HHS released some proposed rules, so these are not final. But what they suggested was that states will be able to name, choose from a limited option of menu of choices to what all individual and small group policies will be based off of. Those were, the largest small group market plan, the largest state employee plan, the largest HMO, or the largest federal employee plan that exists in states. If states choose not to exercise that option, that default plan will be the largest small group plan. However,
whatever that is.
However, if none of those plans meet all of the standards, those 10 broad benefit categories, they must be supplemented with additional benefits. Thus, every essential health benefit plan, every individual and small group plan, both inside and outside of the exchanges, will have to be supplemented, will have to be more expensive. This isn't so much and none of these on this page aren't so much compliance or administrative concerns for small businesses. It's just if you choose to offer insurance, you will now be paying for a more expensive package.
Right. And not only more expensive, but we don't know how much more expensive, and neither does anyone else at this point.
Even HHS confessed in the proposed rule they are not able to get estimates of the premium impact at this time.
Now, the next thing is that again, if you are viewed as offering a qualified plan, so you're meeting the standards, your plans have to have a minimum actuarial value. Now, this is subject of a lot of confusion. Actuarial value means that someone essentially looks at a particular insurance carrier, they add up